Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be an unboxing video, but before I get there, let me just wish all the mothers out there happy Mother's Day. I have been having a fabulous weekend with my family, and I'm filming this late at night, Saturday night, on Mother's Day Eve, and I just had a moment to sneak away and do this video, and tomorrow I'm sure I'll be busy, but I will release this in the morning for you. And so hopefully while you're drinking your coffee, it'll give you something to do before you get started with all of your loved ones for the day. But today I have another iconic unboxing, and when I say iconic, it's a little different definition on this one. Basically, every fashion house seems to have their staple bags, their classics, and this bag is no exception for the fashion house from which it comes, and it is Fendi. So when I think of Fendi, I think of two bag styles. I think of number one, the Baguette, and I think number two, the Peekaboo. The Peekaboo was designed, I believe, back in 2009, or was first released back in 2009, and it has definitely shown staying power, and I have never owned one, and I just came across this one recently on eBay. And with all of the things that she came with, she was an amazing deal. I can't remember exactly what I paid. I think it was between $1,400 and $1,500. And when you see what's in this box, you're going to be amazed. It was really quite the steal. So let's get into the unboxing so I can show her to you, as well as some other bags in my collection and my thoughts as to why this was or maybe was not such a good idea to add. So off comes the top. I've never had a Fendi box before, and so I was pleasantly surprised that this was part of the listing. Even the original tissue paper was included. The wonderful seller I got this bag from got this from Fashion File, so whoever sold it to Fashion File did a fabulous job of keeping the original tissue paper, the original box, and presenting the bag in the original dust bag. For me, this is as close to a boutique experience with Fendi as I have had thus far. I've never been in a Fendi boutique. So you know I do have one Baguette. Although it's not your classic Baguette silhouette, I will show you that one here in just a second. But when I came across this one, it offered something that I've been looking for in a handbag for quite some time, and that is rose gold hardware. I love rose gold. I love rose gold jewelry. The only handbag I have ever seen with rose gold hardware in person is by Ted Baker. And that bag was awful. The rose gold was really orange and it looked terrible. I've seen Rebecca Minkoff do rose gold on some of their older style bags, but not in person. And I will say that those looked better than the Ted Baker, at least in photographs. But this bag, at least from the pictures, looked like it was done right. So without further ado, let me reveal to you my first Fendi Peekaboo in the mini size. This color is a pale pink, and it's kind of hard to tell that. It does look a little bit beige in this lighting, but it is a pale pink called Soap. And I figured that out by Googling and finding listings on Fashion File. The leather is a Napa leather, and it is very, very smooth to the touch, but it feels more durable than the Napa that I've felt in the past on, let's say, the Coach Pillow Tabby. Let me show you up close the texture of the leather. I feel like this leather is a very good quality. The hardware is rose gold, and there are stud details going all around the bag. You can unhook this one if you want to have it be open. And I didn't say this, but this is a reveal as opposed to a true unboxing. I have looked this bag over, and I have done some work on her before I showed her to you. Whenever I found the bag on eBay, the hardware around here, this area, was relatively scratched, but yet it was still shiny, and the brunt of the scratching happened whenever you turned these bits to the side. You could see most of the scratching on the horizontal surfaces of the turn lock. And to be honest with you, I thought I would be okay with that. And now that I see it in person, I am. When I got the bag opened, what I did is I immediately brought it home and got out my polishing cloth. And I took some photographs of before and after. This one is for silver. I started with the gold polishing cloth and then I switched over to the silver. And all of this tarnish came from this bag. I got a lot of tarnish off with the gold polishing cloth and I thought, what the heck, I'll just try the silver too. And it got off all this additional tarnish off of this bag. And in the process of getting the tarnish off, it also shined up the hardware. The most scratched bits were along the sides here. And I'm going to insert a picture while I'm talking of the before and the after on these bits. I took one side. I took a picture of one side. And then I also looked at one of the front plates. I'm not sure which side, as they are the same. And so I took a picture before and after of that. And then the one area of damage the seller did not disclose to me was that there was like blackening of the hardware right here along the edge of the loop that closes for the strap. And it was actually black, and that was all tarnish. And so I got the bulk of this blackening off of the D-ring, or not D-ring, off of the clip that hooks to the D-rings of the bag. This bag doesn't really have true D-rings. It has these bits that hold the top handle in place. And one of the things I love about the Peekaboo is how it is designed structurally. Like if you see here, there's a bar that goes across the middle. The handle is fixed to it. And the design of the bag, especially on the larger sizes, is that you can leave it open and you can unhook these two bits. And I haven't unhooked them yet. This one has a stud that hooks through as opposed to like a little round ball. And I think it's going to be a little bit tricky to unhook it. I'm not sure if I will. But if I did, then this part would be more inclined to droop forward. And then you would get a peek of the pretty metal on the inside as well as the interior color. This bag is the same color on the inside as it is on the outside. So what else did I get with this bag when I got it from eBay? Well, it went to eBay for an authenticity guarantee and got stuck there because part of the deal was this card holder. And honestly, I didn't really want the card holder, but these go for, I think, over $300 on the Fendi website, and it is matching. I may end up selling this piece. If anybody's interested, send me a DM. I just have a lot of card holders, but it's in the same color, the light pink that they call soap, and it's in the very soft Napa leather. This bit on the front opens up to an interior that is done in a textile lining, and it has the 3 exterior card slots right there. Then it also has an additional one right here. Excuse my fingernails, I still have not done them. So that is one of the items I got. The second thing I got, and this just is awesome because I would have ordered these anyway, are bag organizers with, this one has a pocket right there, a slip pocket. And this one's just a liner. It doesn't have an extra pocket. So these are by Samorga. If I had designed these myself, I would have put at least 2 pockets that were card sized in one of them, but I didn't do that. But now, you know, I've got my bag protected. I have one pocket here, and then the bag itself offers a pocket right there, as well as a zippered pocket on the other side. So now let's look at the inside. You see how big and wide this bag opens up, and it's all lined in leather. Some of the other styles of the Peekaboo are lined in suede and in leather, but this one is lined in the same leather as it is on the outside. You just never know what you're going to get when you look inside a Peekaboo. Sometimes it's a different color, sometimes it's a different material, but this one is the same inside and out, and it has this ruffled detail along the edge, the rose gold accents. It does not have feet on the bottom, and some do. Some Peekaboos do, but I believe that the Napa leather ones do not generally have feet on them. It still smells of leather. I had to give it the sniff test. So the only other wear besides the light scratches that I have found on this bag is just right here along the top edge. There are a couple little black specks where the color has worn off from touching up against this ring that holds the top handle in place. Other than that, she's a beauty and she is in fabulous condition. The leather feels so good and smells so good. And so I'm going to go ahead and put her inserts back in, button her up, and try her on. One thing that people do not like about the Peekaboo strap is that the clips do not swivel, and they have fixed that. The current Peekaboos, I believe, have swiveling straps, at least some of them, but this one doesn't. So when I put it onto the bag, I've got to make sure that I don't have it twisted. So here she is in all her glory, and I think I have it set right in the middle. I've got 4 to go on the bottom. Oh, I have a whole bunch to go on top. I could lower this way down, but I think this is a good spot for me and my frame. And the bag is just super comfortable to wear. Very easy to get in and out of, to get my items. I think I'll have no issue fitting all of my items in this bag. And she's just stunning. The Peekaboo feels much smaller to me than the Capuccines. And you can see here that she does look smaller. Not as much as I would have thought by just holding her in my hand. She feels way smaller to me. My brand new Lady Dior looks way bigger than this little Peekaboo. You can see how petite she is, especially when you look at how she comes in at the top. So my Fendi Baguette that I have in my collection is almost the exact same color. And when I opened this, I was like, oh my, what did I do? I basically replicated the color of these two bags, which is sort of cool because it makes it so where this card holder actually looks pretty darn good with my Baguette. And the Baguette does have pretty notably yellow gold hardware. The style of the bags is also very different. This is more of a dainty beauty, and this, I mean, she's definitely feminine, but less so than the Peekaboo. The Peekaboo is just a very dainty, dressed up sort of bag, and the Baguette is a little less so, although the chain does dress this one up a bit. I've talked to you recently about bags that I have bought, but I wished I would have done something differently, and one of them was my pink Valentino Roman stud bag, and that was because I felt like I picked the wrong color. Well, I certainly didn't pick the wrong color here. This is a color I love. I have 2 other bags that are in the same sort of family, and one of them is my Prada re-edition in the Cameo beige, but you can see here how much more beige this looks whenever it's held up next to this pale pink Peekaboo. Same thing goes for the Porcelain Rose Gucci Marmont. This bag is another favorite of mine, and you can see once again that this is a fair amount darker, and it definitely has more taupe in it than the pale pink soap color that Fendi has. The final pink bag I want to show you today is my beautiful Alma BB in the Rose Ballerine. And you can see when you hold these two up next to each other that really makes this soap color of Fendi's look more of a nude than a pink, but still stunning nonetheless. And I would say the number one thing that drew me to this particular one was that it had the rose gold hardware, because I've never seen rose gold done well, and Fendi knows how to do it. And I know Chanel knows how to do it too. I've seen some beautiful bags by Chanel with rose gold hardware, but I just am not going to go there price-wise. And same thing with Hermes. Hermes is also just a little bit too toned down for me. I like some bling, as you can tell with these gorgeous studs on this bag. So I'm happy to add this Fendi Peekaboo to my collection, and I am excited to find a spot for her so that when I come into my closet, she'll say hello and I'll get to appreciate her instead of having her in my box, or in the box on the floor of the closet. That's where she's been. She needs to go up and take her residence wherever it may be, up here or over there or over there. I need to show you a new closet tour very soon because a lot has changed. But for now, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.